Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CM Trading. Today is November 19th, 2021. And today is Friday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, NASDAQ trades to new record highs once again. Now, there are some stocks that are falling through. I'm going to take a look at that in just a second. There's no major economic events scheduled for today. So as we look at the various markets, starting out with the Forex symbols, the euro bounces. Question is it sustainable? The Dow Jones has a volatile day yesterday, selling off over 300 points and then getting it back, while the NASDAQ breaks to new record highs. Looking at commodities, gold steady and oil bounces. In terms of the stocks, Apple on highs, Amazon also broke out from its range. And lastly, looking at Bitcoin, it's trading lower. So we're going to take a look at these and other things as well and see what we can expect from today's trading. So here we go. We're going to start with the Euro USD at a 4-hour chart. And you see this nice little bounce, okay? 113.76. And we did bounce from our low of 112.90-ish level, okay? So it's not a big bounce, okay? But it's a decent bounce from breaking this massive retracement of over 300 pips. And we're bouncing only 70 pips. That's marginal. Okay, that's really marginal. I would have expected it to bounce somewhere to the 1430-ish level, somewhere there before selling off. So keep this in mind. If we don't sustain above the 30-day moving average, we may go lower. We may test our lows once again. Now, looking at the Gbp Usd, did gain a little bit yesterday if we look at a 4-hour chart, but nothing really to write home about. The real action is in the U.S. markets, okay? But before we get there, let's jump into gold, where gold kind of is steady in this upper range, right? It's not breaking out higher, not breaking lower, and just, really finding itself at this 1860-ish level. Now, looking at crude oil, also trading and bouncing yesterday from 76 up to 79, and that decent little bounce there as it's gained some traction. Now, when we look at the big board, the Dow Jones, okay, what a rocky day yesterday. Okay, let's look at a 1-hour chart, which we are looking right now. We were trading around 35,900-ish level, and look at that sell-off, 35,600 over 300 points. Boom. Okay, from our highs, we were trading at 36,400-ish level down to 35,600-ish level. That's a decent 1,200 point move, from our all-time highs. Now, we are making back some real estate. We're at 35,953. So we may see an up day. Okay. The reason why I say that is that if we look at the stocks, especially the individual stocks, and especially Apple, okay, it's on its highs, trading at 156 right now. This is before it went through a 4-1 split, but we're right there. We're at the top of the range. Okay. So the markets have to continue going higher. Now, before we look at all the individual stocks, let's just jump into the NASDAQ. NASDAQ had a nice bump up yesterday. You could see that 16,500-ish later as it broke higher. So it's at all-time highs for all intents and purposes. It's really all-time highs right here. And this is something to consider, okay, because the stocks are also showing some resilience. If we look at Amazon, nice little breakout above 35.52 to that top range of 37. Now, this is really an important point, okay? If we do not make new highs to 3,900, 4,000 in Amazon or Facebook or Apple or Microsoft for that matter, we may see a correctional move coming up, okay? It might not happen today, might not happen tomorrow, but we may see a correctional move on the downside, okay? Because we are really at all-time highs on most of these items. Now, lastly, looking at Bitcoin, all right? We're taking a look here. It's trading lower, 56,000. Once it gave up that 60,000 mark, that's really an important level for it. And then you could see that it's just falling apart and falling lower. So with that said, okay, I'm looking for a spot where it's going to bounce off of. If it continues selling off, the next real spot is at 51,000 or 52,900-ish level right here. Okay, that's 51,900-ish level. That would be my anticipating next stop where I would anticipate it for bounce as well. So keep that in mind as this is unfolding later today. Wishing everybody a great trading day and a beautiful weekend. Thanks, everybody.